Welcome, sir.
Wow, thank you, Nagilai, and thank you, everyone. Good to see you early in the morning. This is very inspiring, very encouraging to see people willing to move from a next level, people willing to grow. And I was also very happy. Our last session, we learned about money issues, and we had a guest mentor. And all of us, we really learned quite a lot on that kind of session. And today is another great morning. Otherwise, I was also there, I was listening. And I was happy that there was a lot of feedback. And that's how people learn. You know, we pick from each other. I know even most of you also have got things that you can share. And that's why this network is very important. So asanteni sana. So we have about 56 minutes to discuss on how we can innovate, how we can do partnership, and how we can experience business growth. Why are we talking about business growth? It is our aspirations. It is our wish that every single business, every single career, those who are in the university, it's your wish that one day you will grow in terms of your career, your business will grow. And that's why we say that mentorship helps us to understand on how we can climb the stairs faster. You know, how can we move faster than usual? And the mentorship really works. So we're going to be as practical as possible as we discuss the business growth. And we cannot cite any other example other than Optiven. You know, 22 years ago, we were just a registered trade name. You know, actually we were called Optiven Enterprises. And we are doing all kinds of businesses. So you would ask us, do you supply scaffolding? You say, yes, we do. At that time, you don't understand what it is. You know, you go and find out what it is, and you find out and supply. That's how we started, very humbly, you know, year after year. And today, the story is very different. We have now grown. We are growing. We are not yet there. And the same with you, most of your businesses. I know when you started, you're not sure where you are going. But by the grace of God, you have continued moving. I'm sure when Hardy started doing the printings and designs, you did not know that you supply politicians, MCAs. You did not know, you know, and you're expanding. So that's what you're talking about, the growth. The same with us, business people, entrepreneurs. It's our desire to keep growing. Not only growing our businesses, but also growing our minds. That's why we are here. Growing our thinking, growing our networks, so that we are able to move from one step to the next, all the way to the peak. And as we talk about the business growth, there are a few things I can share with you that I have discovered that they have worked for us, Optiven. They have worked for big organizations like Safaricom. They have worked for big banks like Equity Bank. And we have local examples. And they say, monkey see, monkey do. So if these businesses are growing and we are seeing them, Kennedy, you know, Lonyamari, we can do the same. You know, we can do the same, you see. And one of the things that make us, our businesses and careers grow, number one, is developing your personal influence. Paulo Mukoma, developing your personal influence. This is a very interesting topic, because for you to develop your personal influence, what do you do? Let me tell you what I did. You know, when I started, I was fresh from the university. I was not known other than in my village. You know, that's the only place people knew this young, slim, dusty boy, you know. But over time, I've been able to develop influence. But how did I do it, and how can you do it? And Monica, how can you do it? One of the things that you can do to develop your influence is doing things to the people, to the community. Community includes your church. If your pastor says we need somebody to talk to the young people, be the first one to volunteer to talk to the young people. Because as you talk to the young people, tomorrow they are going to be adults, and they shall be knowing Ajuma Wilson. You know, they will be knowing you. So start early. In your own school, go and do counseling to these young boys and girls. Tomorrow, they are adults, they are your customers. That's how I also started. I remember the first time I did a program for the public. It was called PTT, Personal Transformation Talks. You know, we used to go to 680. And the other day, I met a lady who was in those PTT forums. Now she's very senior in the United Nations, and she could remember every single topic. That time, I was practicing even how to communicate, how to talk to people. Then I remember I graduated to something I was calling G to G, good to great. We used to go at St. Andrews, you know, to do these particular talks. And we kept moving. We kept moving. I had a program called the Ask Washiri, you know, we kept moving. And we are moving. I'm talking about 2017, 2018. So you can do the same on personal influence. And by, you keep expanding. You'll be like a mustard seed. You keep expanding and you provide shade for the others. Number two, how do you grow your business? How do you grow yourself? Number two is stand for something. Victor Miyako, stand for something. What do you stand for? When people see Victor Miyako, what do they see? What do you stand for? Let me ask you a question. When you hear the word Wangari Maathai, what comes to your mind? Yeah. What comes to your mind? Maybe you can just type there. When you hear Wangari Maathai, the late Professor Wangari Maathai, what comes to your mind? Yeah. Just type it there. Oh, Winnie Joki says, when she hears Wangari Maathai, something comes in Winnie's mind. Conservation of the environment. You got it. You got it. Yes, environmental conservation. When you hear Dr. James Mwangi, what comes to your mind? Just type it there. Yeah, Deborah says Wangari Maathai. What comes to her mind is tree planting. Kennedy Mwangi says, of course, conservation of environment. When you hear Dr. James Mwangi, Waboi Mudega says, you see banking. You hear Dr. James Mwangi. What comes to your mind? Equity Bank. Wow. Titi says, wings to fly. When you hear Dr. James Mwangi, Paul Mokoma says, banking. Favored says, banking with equity. Wow, interesting. When you hear people like George Washiri, what comes to your mind? Just type it there. You hear somebody says, George Washiri, what comes to your mind? Let me see what comes to your mind. Monica says, Optiven. Ken Maida says, Optiven. Kennedy says, real estate. It is so nice to discover how people think and what they think. Somebody, Edith says, mentorship. My boy says, real estate development. Immaculate says, Optiven. Kuna mtu amesema shamba. George Washiri, you think about land. Paul says mentorship, no, entrepreneurship. Very interesting. I'm liking the session. That's how you grow. Stand for something. When people hear Comfort Muringi, what comes to your mind? So stand for something. Number three, how to grow. Number three, how to grow your business. Number three, grow loyalty for your customers. Loyalty, you know, Harriet, the people you are doing work for, are they loyal to your organization? Do they think about you when they have a need? Grow loyalty. How do you grow it? Your customers, know them, give them discounts, get in touch with them. Sometimes just call them. Just call them for a cocktail, you know. The other weekend, one of the mentees called me to Kitengela and they had a cocktail for the customers. They also called their suppliers and the tent was full to capacity. Then I discovered this is a guy who is speaking mentorship lessons and it was fantastic. It was good. So you need to grow this loyalty. You have customers that can die for you. At Optiven, we call them brand lovers. We call them diehards. We call them the gang, the Optiven gang. You know, you have to have a Paul Mukoma's gang. People who can die for you. Lydia Jogu gang. And you develop them. You nurture them. You take care of them. These are called the brand loyalists. These are the people when you have challenges on the internet. They will defend you to the core. They can die for you. That's how business is grown. That's how entrepreneurship is grown. That's how you can grow yourself. Number four. Networks. Networks. People like doing business with the people they know. Networks. I remember the time we went to CJ with some of you, and we were discussing how we can do this George actually mentorship, how people can network from all the cohorts. You know, those networks gives back to business. The other day I was also thinking on how you can also benefit from my network. On my Facebook, I have over 60,000 followers. How can you network from all these people? Maybe I'll ask the Vice Chancellor, one of these 5 days, we have a day for mentees. You can come to my page, market yourself, tell us what you do. All these 66,000 people, they will be able to see what does Winnie Joki does, you know, what does Nicholas do, you know, and you can come there to my platform, maybe one day or 2 days in a month. You just market yourself, post your brochures there, tell people what you do, network, and you keep expanding it. Very, very important. Join Toastmasters for you to be able to communicate, because communication is very important to networks. I remember the time I was starting these kind of networks forums, my communication was not good, especially people who know where I come from. It was very difficult. You know, when we went to school, we were learning English in Kikuyu, you know. The teacher comes to teach you English, but the teacher was teaching in Kikuyu. Can you imagine being taught nouns in Kikuyu, verbs in Kikuyu? So even at the time I went to the university, when I was first year, my communication was not good. It was Kikuyu Kizungu, Kikuyu English, you know, it was tough. And I had to make a decision. How do you practice? And one of the associations I joined is BNI. I joined there because BNI, you are taught on how to do 60 seconds presentation, 10 minutes presentation, and I joined. So you can do the same. You can join such groups. You can join a group like this one, you know, and then keep practicing, You know, right now, people are saying that one of the languages that business people don't know is Kiswahili. And even me personally, I've been trying to see whether there's a Kiswahili trainer who can train me to speak Kiswahili sanifu. I know most of you, if you go to media and you're told to speak Swahili, you start shaking. You mix Swahili, English, I do the same. But we have a chance to improve ourselves on communication so that our networking is better. Wow, number five, keep on learning. That's how we grow. Keep on learning. Learning has no end. I was listening to a story yesterday night, and we shall get a few minutes to tell you about this story, about the Jewish culture. The Jewish culture. You're aware that the Jews control the world. If you go to America, the biggest retail, the biggest businesses are owned by Jews. You know, they are owned by Jews. And one of the things I was reading yesterday night is that the Jews have a culture of learning. They keep learning new things. They keep discovering new things. And this is the secret. By the way, today, if you make a resolution today, you say, every day, I'll be reading 1 hour. Let me tell you, the changes will come. Some of these big boys, you know, people like Bill Gates, they have a habit of reading an hour a day, just 1 hour a day. However, let's be honest, we in Africa, we are too busy. We have no time to pick a book. We have no time to journalize. We have no time to listen to a video. Yet, let's be honest, we have time to scroll down political discussions. You know, hey, ako wapi leo? And then you are searching it. So and so, ako wapi? Ruto, ako wapi? Odinga, ako wapi? And you spend an hour, 2 hours scrolling, adding nothing to your growth. Can you imagine if you can make a resolution that 1 hour you will be learning? If you're not good in reading, listen to videos. It will change your business. It will change your career. You will be different. And I have no doubt that the group here, if you're able to rise up in the morning, 7 you are here, you can be able to implement that. You can easily implement that. I can see Wamboi Modega says, Jews are only 2% of the population in the US, but they control banking. I agree. They control education. They control manufacturing in the US of A. These guys are lethal. They are few but lethal. They are controlling the world. People like Facebook, all these are Jews. And George mentees can be Jews. I can't wait to see one day you guys featuring on magazines, going out there, being named billionaires. Wow! And then you say, I'm a product of George Washuri. That time I will sleep with the shoes. Hey, I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy to celebrate you. And it is possible, it is doable. It's a matter of practice, 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 and keep doing it. That's a secret. I can't wait because I know for sure that time is coming. You are the Jews. Keep learning. Number 6, host events. Yeah, how do you grow? Host events. And when you host events, call us. We shall come to celebrate you. Tutakuja. Host events. I want to see Harriet doing a display of all her designs. We shall come to see the designs. I want to see Paul Mukoma displaying all the work he does. I want to see Kennedy. Tell us what you do. You know, Nicholas, tell us what you do. We shall come to support you. That's why network is good. Host those events. Sometimes when you're starting, you may find 2 people, 3 people. Can I tell you a story? My first event on the estate. It was one of the most disappointing. You know, I hosted an event at Tumaini House, 7th floor. And I called people. That time we were launching a project in Kitengela. It was called Optiven Gardens. We got prepared. We bought balloons, we bought water, we bought soda, and we were waiting for people to come. Actually, I sent in invitation. To cut the long story short, only 3 people who came. Only 3 people. Myself, my friend Nagida, knows him, Mwendwa, and my assistant. He was called Mutua. You know, we were 2 in the office. So the event that was properly prepared had 3 people. And guess what? We blew up balloons. Na tukasema the project is officially launched. 3 people. So when you are starting, there may be some discouragement, but that does not stop you from hosting events, calling for events, organizing for events. Even if it is only you and your children, it is an event. Talk about it. Discover what next. How can you improve it? And that's how life is. So keep doing it. Number 7, use social media. Use social media. This is a new way of growing businesses. Use social media. I don't know how many people buy a lot of things from Facebook shops. And that's why for all of us, those who are selling services and products, please work on your Facebook shop. If you don't know how to do it, we have ICT people here. You know, I don't know how many people are here and they do ICT. I can see Simiu is here, the Tech 5 business. You can be able to help our mentees to come up with Facebook shop. That's how people are selling. Personally, I have bought several things from online. Even the light I'm using here, you know, this one I bought it from online. So if you're not online, you are missing a lot of growth opportunities. Go out there. Look at people like Jumia. They are ever selling, yet they are there. Look at Alibaba. They are there. Look at Amazon, just online. We don't know. We have never met the CEO for Amazon, yet we are buying things from them. So please, if you can pick something home, take something home, be there on social media, open that shop on social media. You can be able to do it. And these things work. It works. Yeah, somebody says, Nicola says, social media is a strong medium today. Treat it the same way you treat your office. Open it daily. Hey, that is well done. Open it daily. Hiyo ni duka. Na haifungi hata usiku when you are sleeping. The shop is open. Just open it. I think I met somebody who is doing beautiful birds, ornamental birds. I don't know, the name was who? Was it Victor who was doing ornamental birds? Goja tuone hizi ndege. I think ni Victor. Let's see these birds on your platform. Tuzione. Tuambie bei, tununue. We have children. We can buy for our children. You know, we want to see it. Use social media. It's a big tool. Number 8, give excellent customer service. Yeah. Treat your customers well. The other day I gave you a story that the harshest customers are the best, because once you convert them, they become your diehards. They become the best customers. So give them good service. Don't worry whether they are tough on you. You never know. You can convert them. I remember one time there was this customer who was really writing to me very tough emails, very challenging ones, sometimes abusive. And all the time I remembered this statement: this person is your customer. Whether they are abusive, whether they are writing me very bad email, and every time I was responding positively. You know, one time he told this customer told me, I was just testing you to see whether it will be worked out. You know, whether you're going to be annoyed. I was just testing you. Now tell me, how can I get Maridi property? Hey, nikasema, it is the same guy who was really abusive. And to cut the long story short, the guy bought 4 plots. Can you imagine if I was aggressive and tell this customer off, I would have lost money. So I want to caution all of us, even when the customer is not very friendly to you, remain consistent, remain humble, remain there. You know, dissociate yourself from emotions. Remember, this is your customer. You never know. Today, that customer is among the people that is supporting us to plan the US trip. Right now, my team is in the US. I am told he organized his group in his house, and George Muteti met about 8 of them, family members. Can you imagine if I had cut that link? That's a big lesson for all of us, that we can be able to offer these excellent customer service. And then as I conclude, know your customer, know them. Yeah, know them, know your customer. You know, there's a young lady who does cakes, you know, and this young lady has been struggling. Then I was asking her a question. Why are you struggling when we have 45 million birthdays every year? Even if you say, I'm going to focus on cakes for birthdays, you are busy throughout the year. Then I asked her a question. Do you know your customers? Mention to me only 50 customers. Just tell me, only you have 50 customers. Don't even mention, give me a list. Give me a list. The lady could not give me a list. She had no list. She could only remember about 10 customers. Then I asked her, do you remember the customers you have had on estimate, how many are they? She told me about 200. And then I asked her, do you know their birthdays? Do you know? She does not know. She doesn't keep records. Then I told her, easy. Go back to your database. Know this customer. When do they celebrate their children's birthdays? So every time a birthday nears, wish them happy birthday, and then tell them, I look forward to supplying you a cake. Let me tell you, today is that month, and she's telling me she is busy. She is busy. Why? Only one item. Know your customer. Even the time they're not buying, develop MailChimp. Say hi to them. Wish them happy Madaraka Day. You know, and that way your business will definitely grow. Nowadays, you have ICT, you know, we have IT. You can be able to have a database for all your customers, and you can be able to get in touch. I can see Maina Kagoy asking, how well do you keep your business data? Okay. How reliable is your current mode of data collection and analysis of your businesses? Do you know we collect our business data to help us make future business decisions based on what data we have? I like that. Our intelligence store assistant has made it simple and easy for you. Visit our website for more information, www.fido.com, or call. Can you imagine all those who are struggling? Maina Kagoe has got a solution for you. You can be able to get this from one of the mentees, and you can be able to grow your business to the next level. Nicholas says, our customer service, how do we create customers who don't pay well? I think that's a question. How do we treat customers that don't pay well? Those customers that may be struggling, since you know them, ask them what is happening. Maybe they lost a job. Maybe they have a sick person in the house. Know them. And then when they have challenges, console them. And this is what I do. Sometimes over COVID, some of our customers lost business. And then they were asking, George, I'm paying my property on installment. What do I do? And then I have received an email that your team are recovering. This is what I told them. How long do you think you'll take to recover? Maybe somebody says, give me 3 months, give me 4 months, 6 months. There is one I gave 6 months. Good enough, got a job, came back and paid cash. So don't molest them. Don't harass them because things change. Sometimes you are up. Sometimes our customers are having challenges. Sometimes your customers are having challenges. Know them, understand them. And then if you are the link, for example, Nicholas, if you are the link between the people who are following debt, be the first one to advocate for your customer. Tell the debt collectors or receivables, please, this customer requires 4 more months to stabilize. Why? This and this is happening. When you understand a customer, let me tell you, when they are in good financial status, they will never forget you. Can you remember what bankers did? You know, if you can remember, over COVID, the banks, the Central Bank of Kenya, gave all the Kenyan businessmen 2 years. And then they asked the banks, do not harass people. Give them 2 years until they recover from COVID. As Optiven, we also got 2 years. And we had a lot of money we had borrowed. Can you imagine how we felt? That's why we're even quoting Central Bank, because we can remember what they did. So I hope, Nicholas, I've answered your question. And I like today's session, people are asking questions as we discuss. Very, very important. We are talking about innovation, partnership, and business growth. What are other things that can favor our business growth, our career growth? Are there things that can favor our business growth? Are there other things that can favor? Okay. 4 things that I have discovered can favor our growth. Number 1 is what I call consistency. Be there. Be found there. Remain there. Consistency. Do you know why George Washuri failed so many times? So many times. This is what I lacked. I lacked consistency. Today, I am selling cars. Tomorrow, shampoos. The day after, another product. Lack of consistency. Have you ever seen this, the way these Asians do it? You know, an Asian will start from a shop to a bigger shop to a supermarket to manufacturing. The same products, consistency. And if we can be consistent, we may suffer for a while, but a time is coming that will say, wow, I started 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Consistency. That one is a recipe for growth. Number 2, grow your sales force. The people supporting you to sell, grow them, teach them, train them, grow yourself. They say that if you're running business, you are marketer number 1, you are salesperson number 1. You can also grow yourself on how you handle marketing. And one of the people I really love in marketing is Brian Tracy. You can listen to him all the year round on matters to do with the sales. So as you grow yourself, also grow other people. And that's a secret we have done at Optiven. We keep mentoring these people, training them on how to close deals. And that way, the business will grow. Number 3, introduce new products. Introduce new products, new designs, new types of birds. Hey, that is for Victor. New products. Arjuna, new products. Win Jockey, introduce new products. Once you do it, tell people, tell them that there's something new happening. Talk about it. Do a product launch. Let people know, you know, new products. Washira Moreidi, introduce new services. That's how you can be able to keep growing. New products. Tell people about them. Number 4, find out or establish new markets. You know, Kenya today, we have 47 counties. Most of our ventures, we are in Nairobi, we are in Kampala, we are in very few counties. Yet, we have a lot of huge market. Develop a structure that can support new markets. And we are doing it at Optiven. Right now, we are going to Kisumu. We are in Malindi. We are in Machakos. We are in Kajiado. New markets. And new market means more growth. You know why these Europeans came to Africa? They discovered new markets. You know why the Chinese are here in Kenya? they discovered new markets. And the same with us in our journey. Let's discover new markets. And definitely the last one, technology. I am happy that we have mentees here that are so good in technology. Remember, we no longer keep manual books of accounts. Use technology to develop trial balance, balance sheet, cash flow management, new technology of managing your data. And I'm happy that one of us here is willing to give us this service. This Maina Kakawe is willing to give us this service, and the number is there. Maybe one of the things you can do is to get in touch. How can I be able to harness my data? Very important. The bonus point is what I call the CSR. Every person needs to do CSR. It's also part of the things I learned as a Jewish culture. This Jewish culture, they were saying they believe in giving. In fact, they say in their businesses, they say that they give between 10 and 20% to the community and also to the religious organizations. That is part of their culture, part of their practice, 10 to 20%. That's how we do our own audit. How much money do we give to community and maybe to our religious or to our churches? How much? I am so sure the 50 of us, if we can do an honest audit, maybe only 10% of the people who give 10 to 20%. And let me tell you a secret, and it has worked for me. Giving helps. Giving works. Why you see Optiven all over is this secret, this culture of giving. Our foundation, 5% we give to this foundation. We do interventions. We support a Christian organization, and you can try it. When we had a tea at the CJ with Paulo Mukoma and Harriet and Moses and Mose, I think we talked about it, that even those people who have really succeeded, they give big. Look at people like M-Pesa Foundation. They use billions in supporting others. Look at Wings to Fly, billions. Look at Optiven Foundation, millions supporting communities. It has worked for Jews, and it can work for us. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And you can try it. Try that CSR. And when you do it, don't hide it. Tell us. Share it. You know why we share? Not to show off, but to encourage other people. Okay, phase 3 of my presentation. What are some of the key issues to note as you grow your organization, as you grow yourself, as you grow your career? 3 things that you must note. And these things really help me a lot. Number 1, always monitor your sales. Yeah, monitor your sales. Monitor. If your business is not so big, have a book. See how you are doing every week, every day, every month, every quarter. Give yourself a target. What do you want to achieve? Those who are in school, you can also monitor your progress. What do you want to achieve? Do you have a plan for 5 years, for 10 years? Monitor your progress. They say that people who don't monitor their progress, they are always lazy because nothing moves you. Stanley Kenywa, keep monitoring your progress. Yeah. Jane Wangari, keep monitoring the progress. Whether you are developing your career or you are developing your business, Margaret Ronco, keep that monitoring. It will give you some kind of energy to keep moving, to keep going. Number 2, an issue that you must take note of as we talk about growth is all about hard work, discipline, and keeping your word. Hard work, discipline, and keeping your word. Hey, yeah. We are living in a very small world. You mess up people, they will catch up with you. You know, you have to keep your word. If you promise, deliver. You have to work extra mile. The only place you relax is the grave. So as long as you are alive, man, you have to work hard. But when you rest, that's why you say, he has rested, she has rested. You only rest in the grave. There you don't work. But as long as you are in this world, men and ladies, we must work hard. Number 3, take care of your networks. Don't mess up. Take care of your networks. You know, yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine in a certain forum. This man is my friend, but lately he has become extremely poisonous. If you see the kind of things he's posting, then I side-chatted him. I asked him, do you know that the person you are defending, some years back, they were working together with the current political opponent. Actually, they are friends. Actually, they own businesses together. They only fight in public. Na wewe sasa kwa forum umekuwa a thorn in the flesh. And then he told me, hey, George, I think you have a point. And this guy was actually creating enemies because I don't know where he was collecting all this propaganda and posting in a forum with about 200 people. And you know, in a forum, there are people who they're just silent. Maybe they're very senior, but they don't talk. They are just silent. And then he told me, George, I think you are a friend. I am going to change. The same with us. Take care of your networks. Even at a time like now that we have political discussions. Usijiue. Take Mandagos advice. Usiweke siasa kwa roho. Weka kwa lungs. You know why? Few days to come, these guys watakuwa na handshake. Utakuwa wapi? Na umetukana watu. Social media does not forget. Umepost mavitu hapo, even you are embarrassed. So if you are here as a mentee of George Washuri, washana na hiyo, washana nayo. Take care of your networks. Remember, after August 8th, these are the people that you are going to do business for. Be very careful. Be very careful. I know sometimes you get carried away by discussions, but we must say, hey, hold on. We are taking care of our networks. And then finally, get it right the first time. Get it right the first time. They say that many of us, we have made many mistakes. Why? We don't get it right the first time. Sometimes we forget to research, and then we dip our legs in the deep. The time we are drowning is the time we are saying, hey, wait a minute, I need a mentor. Get it right the first time. Personally, I have got it wrong many times. You go into business, you find it's not working. You go to another business, it's not working. But now we have discovered we were making some mistakes. We were not researching very well. We are not getting mentors, and we messed the issues up. Let's talk about innovation. Let's talk about innovation. Maybe you can tell me what you understand by innovation. When you talk about innovation as a component of growth, what do we mean? You can just type on the chat line. You can tell me what do you understand by innovation. We are talking about innovation, partnership, and business growth. What is innovation? When you hear about innovation, what comes to your mind? Aha, Deborah says creativity. Yes. When Deborah hears about innovation, the word creativity comes up. Okay, let me see more. Okay. Titi says coming up with new ways of doing things. I really love that. Paul Kauku says presenting a service or a product in a new way. You guys, you are very good. You are very sharp. Mokoma says innovation, doing things in a better way. I love that. Edith Degwa says value addition. When innovation comes in, Edith says what comes to her mind is value addition. Kingori and Becky says technology. Faith Gashui says new ideas. Faith says when the word innovation comes up, what comes to her mind is new ideas. Monica says thinking outside the box. I love that. Or throwing away the box. Innovation. Actually, it's all that we have written there. New ways of doing things, new ideas, new products, new services. That's innovation. They say innovation help businesses to grow. Number two, they say innovation improves productivity. You do things differently. Productivity goes up. When you improve the existing products, definitely the customers want the improved products. Number three, innovation reduces costs. Yeah, reduces costs. New ways of doing things reduces cost. I remember the time we were doing our projects in various counties, we were thinking, how do we light the streets? And I remember getting a quotation of doing street lights from Kenya Power. The cost was very high. But one time we thought of, what about going green? What about doing solar? And the time we discovered solar street lighting, we have really reduced our cost. Actually, we only have the initial investment cost. The rest is God-given. Ni jua tu, jioni mwangaza. The same with us in our own homes. We can be able to introduce this green energy and reduce cost. That's innovation. Innovation. Number four, they say innovation improves brand recognition. You are able to stand out. The brand is recognized. Innovation. There's a guy who does African designs. I think they are called Kitu Kali. Kitu Kali. They are. I see them online. Even the shoes. Yani nanunua kiatu inakaa Africa kabisa. You know, Kitu Kali. And these guys are selling, and they're not cheap. That's an innovation. They identify themselves as African. You know, the other day, one of my mentees brought me a shoe. You know, a shoe with Optiven logo. When I saw it, because it was delivered in my office, nikacheka kwanza. Nikasema huyu mtu alifikiriaje anaweka logo pale kwa tip ya shoe. And you know what happened? Because of this new innovation, we ordered about 58 pairs of shoes, 58, and we paid handsomely. Why? Innovation. Innovation. They say innovation is very interesting. It improves brand recognition and also expansion of our business. And then ask yourself today, what new thing can you do to innovate? This new thing you can do just to innovate. Because innovation works. Look at Optiven. We went to real estate when everybody was selling land. And then we said, why can't we add the value to land? We came up with the name value added plots. The growth that we experienced was just amazing. It was great. It was awesome. Innovation. And of course, they say once you innovate, keep innovating because people copy very fast. Keep innovating. Benefits of innovation, you get new partnerships, new relationships. People love innovators. You get new partners, new relationships, new customers because people love uniqueness, doing things differently, innovation. And then finally, innovation increased your profitability. Yeah, innovation is a sister to profitability. Sometimes I look at some companies that has collapsed. It is basically lack of innovation. Look at telecom. Unakumbuka telecom? I remember kama you know, when you used to look for a landline, you plead, you know, you apply for a landline, you wait for a year. Until these crazy fellows came and you ask for a line, immediately you get in and start communicating. What happens to people who refuse to innovate? They die the natural death. And for us to remain relevant, guys, let us innovate. Let us do things differently. Let us package our services and products differently to remain afloat. Otherwise, we sink. That's innovation. But as we conclude, do you know how we can innovate? How can we do it? Let's be as practical as possible. How can we do it? How can we do it? The other day, I got a magazine from a friend of mine. I don't know whether she's here. I got a magazine, and these guys have discovered that people are not buying the physical magazines, neither the physical newspaper. In fact, I'm told the demand for physical newspaper magazines have dropped by 40%, I am told. So this guy is now doing an online magazine whereby you can turn the pages. You know, it's a smart turning. You can just turn the pages. You turn the pages, and I said, look at this guy. What kind of wonderful innovation. You don't need to keep scrolling. You just start with your finger, and then you are reading all the entire magazine. That's what we are calling about innovation. But how can you do it in a simpler manner? Number one, you have to get ideas yourself. Get the idea yourself. Get ideas. Have quiet time. Get these ideas. Think about it. Number two, ask your customers. Do surveys. Ask customers, how can we improve our products? How can we improve our products? Ask your customers. Ask your staff. Have a brainstorming session. Yeah. Have a brainstorming session. Ask them. Yeah. Observe your customers' needs. Yeah. Observe your customers' needs. And maybe I know most of you are very innovative. Maybe you can tell me on the chat line, how are you doing it? How are you innovating? Let's just type there. How are you innovating? How are you generating new innovations? Let's be as practical as possible. Unafanya nini to change yourself, to do things differently, to redefine your products, your services? Just type there on the chat line. My eyes are open. I want to read the comments. How are you doing it? And if you're not doing it, how are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? I'm waiting. Just type it right there. I'll read a few. How are you innovating? How do you innovate? Or where do you start? Yeah. How do you get these ideas of innovation? Or do you copy others? You know, copying is also a strategy. I've seen people copy Optiven like nobody's business. Okay. Kennedy says, getting feedback from clients. Yes, you're right, Kennedy. Yeah. Get feedback, whether it's a tough one. We grow through challenges. I know every time we get a challenge from a customer, we improve. And those customers tell you the truth are better than the ones who tell you yes, yes. Okay. Getting feedback from customers. Okay. That's Kennedy. Deborah says, by talking to customers or clients. I agree with you, Deborah. Yes. Talk to them, ask them, probe them. Nicholas Odeño says, involve some consultants. Oh no, I involved some consultants last year and also through these trainings. I love that. Yeah. Through this mentorship, you can be able to develop, to innovate, to do things differently. Paul says, we innovate by listening to our clients and research. I love that. Yeah, you can do research. Whom are you benchmarking with? What are they doing? What can you pick? Harriet says, by always asking my customers if the fabrics that I am using are good quality or long lasting. I love that. Yes, I like that. I love that. Monica says, getting reviews. I agree. Yeah, getting reviews. Go to your platforms, read those reviews. Joyce Rogano says, I listen to clients and bring the products they are asking for. I love that. Yeah, that means you must create time to listen to your clients. What are they asking for? The other day, our customers are asking for a product in Kisumu. We had no choice but to go to Kisumu. I love that. Listening to customers, to clients. Lisa says, identifying the gaps and weaknesses of other companies. Where you're in research. Yeah, what are the gaps? And then fill up the gaps. I love that. Titi says, asking customers to rate us. Hey, I love this. Involving my cleaners in problem solving. Delegating loads. Well, you guys are good. I love this. This is very good. Asking customers to rate us. Yeah. Wabie too, how are you performing? I love this. Patrick says, thinking away from the box. Yeah, creating time to think. That's the way we can be. We can do it. Wow. Thank you, team. We have 8 minutes, and I can mention very quickly about partnerships. And I think last time I talked about partnership, and partnership is a very, very, very important aspect of growth. And last time I told you my story that sometimes you must be careful. As a person, I've made my own mistakes. I have benefited from partnership. So it's a double-edged sword. And for you to get a partner, 3 things that we must check. And why we get partners is we want to boost our business, we want capital, we want people to support us, but we must also check the partner you are getting. Are you able to communicate? Is the person a communicator? Are you at the same level? Number 2, is the partner accessible? I'm rushing. Is the partner accessible? How do you implement the deal? Don't partner with the people you cannot access. Don't partner with the people that they feel you are another dog. No, you should be equal partners. Number 3, is a partner flexible? Is a partner flexible? Number 4, are there mutual benefits? Yeah, or are you a parasite? Are you a parasite? Is a partner a parasite? Ameona your strength, anataka kunyonya wewe kabisa. We as Optiven, we got a parasite and we paid for it. You know, a parasite came, drank our blood, we paid heavily for it. Is a partner, can the partner give you mutual benefit? You can check that. What about the respect? Do you respect each other? Do you respect each other? Or this guy want to really, step on you? Is there respect? What about commitment? Is the partner committed? Are they committed? Are they available for the business venture? Are they available? If it is if you are sharing leadership, what are the roles of each partner? Very, very important. Are there contributions? A few times I've gotten partners who do not want to contribute. They want to come to Optiven, take advantage of the big brand, and we contribute more. So you need to check that. Is there balance? And then, are there individual inputs? What are the inputs? Is it wisdom? Is it knowledge? Is it money? What is it as you do the partnership? What about integrity? My goodness, I am a victim of partners that have no integrity. They just want to come and run away with your shirts, with your socks, with what you have. I am sure most of you guys, you have done partnership that has hurt you. So we must be very careful. Check integrity. Check how these people are. I'm doing a book on partnerships, and I'll share a lot in this particular book out of my experience, out of the experience that I had partners that really messed us up. But of course, everything has got benefits. There are some benefits for partnerships. You can benefit from their skills. You can benefit from their capital. Some people have got money, but they don't know what to do with it. And then you have ideas. You can benefit from capital. You can benefit from moral support. Sometimes business is lonely. You need a partner, Sometimes you benefit from leadership. Some people are favored by good leadership skills. You might benefit. And of course, sharing risks. When things don't work out, as partners, you share risks. Some of the things I've discovered, some of the disadvantages of partnership I've discovered, one of them is lack of harmony. Sometimes when you make money, partners part ways. I'm sure I've seen businesses collapse in Kenya. When people were starting, they were friends, they were good, they were great. When money comes, things change. Lack of harmony. Number two, instability. When a partner has got some challenges, those challenges becomes your challenges, and the company becomes unstable. One time I had a partnership on a car hire. We were doing car hire with a friend of mine. And this friend of mine had a lot of family challenges. Every night they were disagreeing with the spouse. And every time there was disagreement, I could tell the following day, all is not well. And out of those many challenges, instability in the family, the company actually collapsed. So sometimes issues affecting your partner will also affect you. And then, of course, number three, suspicion. Who is doing what? Who is approving what? The other day, I was doing some discussions with the two partners. Every person has got a checkbook. So sometimes the issues checks, both of them, and there's no money in the bank. Those are some of the challenges that we face. And I know some of you understand what I mean. And definitely the issue of values. Sometimes you can have a conflict of values, and this conflict can lead to collapse of your organization. So even as you do partnership, remember there are some pros, there are some advantages, there are some disadvantages. Always consult twice. Think twice. Consult. Check. Don't be in a hurry. When you're in a hurry, you suffer. And maybe you can also tell us some of the other things you check in partnership. We have about 2 minutes. You can just type. I can read the first 2 comments. I know most of you, I have talked to a few of you. You are doing business, 2 people, 3 people, 4 partners. What are some of the glue that make you stick together? You can just type there on the platform. I can read 2 or 3. And then after that, I'll hand over this to our Vice Chancellor, Nagilai. You can just type, I can read 2 or 3. And then I hand the mic back to Nagilai. Okay, you can just type there. What is keeping you together with your partner? I know that some of you are doing business, several people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. There's a group here. There's a guy here who have got a group. I think there are 8 of them, and they've been investing in real estate. I'm happy that they are buying Malindi. We are selling Malindi at 149. This Meti told me they want 8 plots in Malindi for land banking. Well done. Maybe you can tell us how you are doing it. Yeah, I can see that the ideas are coming. Patrick says, no. This is Beryl. Beryl, thank you. I met you yesterday. Transparency. Yes, transparency. Yeah, transparency. You must be open to each other. I call it open book. Thank you, Beryl. Monica says common goal. Yeah, common goal, common vision is the glue that make partners stick together. Common goal. Yeah, mpaka kwa familia, staying together, you need a common goal. You need transparency, even your own family. Faith Gashui says values. Yeah, values. I love that. Values. Values. Paul says some partners keep you in check. I think I love that. Yeah. Pamela, shared values. I agree with Pamela. And then this is okay. This is fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Somebody is forgetting me, reminding me of a partnership that I did, with some guys who are doing, they had a water company and they were doing very well, but they disagreed, and things don't work out when you disagree. But when you agree, definitely. And of course, my personal story, I had a partner. We are doing some water packaging together. We were friends. Things were working out until one day the guy disappeared with the money. I was very friendly. I told him any person can sign in the account. He was a very good guy. One time he went to the bank, signed off all the money, and instructed the watchman, George, kuja hapa piga yeye fimbo. Sometimes partnership can be crazy. That's my own story, and so shared values is important. Okay, the last one, let me see whether I can read the last one. Let me see whether I can read the last one. Let me see. Okay, I think we are good. So thank you, team. Thank you, good people. I have enjoyed this session, and I now hand over back to Nagilai. Have a wonderful week. Have a good week. Let's keep our business growing. Bring those testimonies. When things are working, please share them. Lonyamari, share those stories. Tell us what you are doing so that we can also celebrate you. God bless you. Back to Nagilai.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We really appreciate you. And this has been an inspiring time. Maybe there is one comment here from Titi. She says, I have two partners. One is really keen to see the company grow. The other one is on the other fence, always busy. I don't know what to do with him. I might need a meeting with you, sir, to discuss more.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. We can plan, and I'll give you a few strategies on how to handle a busy partner.
Good. Thank you, sir. We really appreciate this day, and it was an awesome moment. And just in case you missed any point, kindly you can check in on George Washuri YouTube, and you will get maybe the one or two points that you might have missed. Because at the last part, I realized that because of time, he went very fast through the points. So you can just go there and get the points there. Another announcement that I have, our graduation is still on 5th of August. 5th of August, which is a Friday. And we will do it at GMC in Kitengela, GMC Fun Place in Kitengela. So the next two sessions, that is on 14th and 21st, definitely we will get to know who has qualified to be part of the team that will be there at the graduation square in Kitengela, and who can go to cohort 4 so that they can attend the required number of mentorship classes, which is 70%, so that you can graduate. The next is after 21st, we will take 1 week break. We will not meet on the week that ends 31st. That is the last week of this month. We will not meet on Zoom. We will be preparing for the graduation. Then the next meeting we'll be having is on Friday, 5th of August, and by then we will be able to graduate and celebrate together and continue with our networking. Without much ado, I just want to appreciate each and every one of you. And now this meeting is officially adjourned. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you too.